Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the new tangle, Berg, from Tedra Cook, one of our fellow Tangle Addicts. So exciting. Today being Thursday, is Tangle Time Day. And Tangle Time, if you're not familiar, are free sessions that I do, like I said, every Thursday, 11 a.m., 7 p.m., my time here in Michigan. Absolutely free. We just come, bring whatever you want to tangle on with whatever you want to tangle on. Come have fun with us, and occasionally, and actually more, it seems to be more occasional. Somebody in our community has come up with a nice tangle, and we do a world premiere, and that's what we did today. So it's a really neat tangle. This is the first time that we've shared one of Tedra's tangles. All right, this is a grid pattern, and it's really neat. For more inspiration, link in the description section, take a look at that. And you will see the inspiration behind this tangle, as well as a really neat sample that Tedra did, and her step outs. In the description section also you'll find my version of the step outs. I tweaked a little bit just for my brain, and I will share that with you. This starts off, so this is just one box of your larger grid, okay? And while I mention it, grid patterns are nice because you can also use them as a border if you wish. Besides, a fill-in type of tangle, there's so much that you can do. All right, it starts off with an orb in the center, and then, well, here, this is the way I did it. Actually, we'll just do the way. Yeah, we're gonna kind of put an aura'd box on each side, and I found I needed to do this so that way I could have the most success of getting it done. However, let me throw this caveat on here, because you can do so much with this tangle. Just a cautionary note, if you want to leave some of the boxes, and I'll show you what I mean later, out, this step, you just have to, it's one of those you have to pay attention, because as I was playing with it, I'm like, there were several like, oh, I was going to leave this out. Well, I can't now because I put in these two lines. So here's how I do it. If I'm going to fill in and do it exactly like the step out shows, we'll call it a solid box. That's what we'll call it. So coming from, just about the edge of the orb, leaving a gap here and here, put one on the other side too. Well, I knew I should have turned the tile. Let's do it this way. And then, so kind of do the north, south, east, west. Usually I do this, and I'm going to do it now. I got myself out of order. Like I said, just leaving a little bit of a gap. Actually, that looks kind of cool. There have been tangles that have been real simple with some things, and then when you put them all together, it's really neat. Okay. Then from here, we'll finish up the box. So it's kind of an aura'd box, like so. And we'll just do all of those steps. I tried doing, this side first, but then I was like, well, I want it to line up, because we don't want it, so I kind of want it just almost in line with the edge, and it was just easier for me to do it this way. You might find another way to do it, and that is perfectly fine. All right, and then the last step with these is we'll just put a little curve line in that little gap. Neat. But so here was what I was saying. So if you wanted to leave one of these out, you can, or two, or three, or all. But if you put those two lines in first, then you're kind of stuck with doing one here. That's the point I want to make. All right, then we will do, I don't remember which order I did it in, and this is one of those, some of the order doesn't really matter. But let's do the seed shape first. I think I put rounding in First, like I said, it doesn't matter. So in the center of these, we're going to put seed shapes. Seed shape, if you don't know, if you can see, it's a curved line going one direction and then a curved line going the other direction. And we're just kind of having it float in the middle of this. Okay. And then we'll do some rounding on these edges, the 3 edges. And rounding is a tangle enhancer. It's such a neat tangle enhancer. And so as you can see, and I'm also using the takeoff and land concept. So that is, I'm tracing over a little bit on one side, landing by tracing on the other side. So you see that we've kind of clipped that corner and fill it in. And of course you could play with how far in you have them, all of that kind of stuff. All right. This one has so many options that you can have fun with. It was so much fun. Well, and because this was a world premiere, I need to make sure to get this out. I've not been the greatest at getting out my replays. I'm going to do these so that way I don't have to turn the tile every time. Do 2 at once. If you want to see the lovely work that was done in the sessions, go to my website. Link is in the description section, and subscribe to my blog there, because when I post that, I like to post the pictures, and then I grab things that were posted on our Facebook group. Actually, there's a link there if you'd like to join us. We have a lot of fun. That's also in the description section. But so I get those. People will email me, their pictures, so that way I can put it in the gallery and send it out. And that is where I post it, is on my blog. And so you can follow that if you wish. Okay. Then you have decorating options. Let's see. I'll try some of each maybe. So one is we could put some. I'm going to do diagonal lines because I feel like it. And I'm going to go behind the seed shape. And so this is the hollow bow technique. If you didn't know, as you can see, I'm leaving a big gap there, but oh well. We pick our pen up when we come to a line, travel it over as if we're drawing, and then just continue on the other side. And that is the hollow bow technique, but that is kind of cool. You could just leave it open. We can. So like on this one, I'm going to put little end thatching, we call it, in that seed shape. Ooh, actually this one, I think I will, let's thicken one edge, because that is a really nice look. Let's see. Lines. She has some lines going all different ways. Let's do some just going straight. And I had a thought for the last one. I don't remember what it was. Oh. Yeah, that's so funny. But while I'm thinking of that, another thing that she has us do is filling in this orb, and I'm going to do that. You're wondering, what is she doing? Well, I want to leave the shine in there without adding with the jelly roll. So I always do a little orb, and then if there's room, a little sliver, and then I just whittle away at it with the ink, like so. Always leaving things bigger than you think, and then you can come back. And like I said, I call it whittling, or shaving off little bits of the white with the ink, and it leaves it like that. Super cool. All right, yeah, I know what I was gonna do. Let's put just a pattern in this one. That's what I was gonna do. There we go. Oh, and you know what? Well, no, let's see. I did that thick on that side. Let's do this one thick on the one side too, because it looks so cool. get those to match. And there we have it. Now we could add some shading. Let's see. I think I want to have it this way, so I'm going to add some, I'm just going to put some shading here, here. Let's start with that, and then we'll decide on the other two. Mm-hmm. Neat. Oh, you know what? Why not? We'll just let's do the same thing. And neat. Neat, neat. This was such a cool tangle, such a fun tangle. You know, and then too, I mean, I'm just going to leave the other as it is, but of course you could instead put shading on the outside. Completely up to you. All right, let me show you some of the fun that I had with this. Let me back up my camera here. So in the morning session, I decided I wanted to work on a black tile. It's not necessarily done, but it looks cool. This is one I think you could work forever. You know, whatever you wanted to do with it. It's just so neat. So I was trying just, you know, different ways of number one, decorating inside the shapes. Also, you know, as I mentioned, you could just, you could put however many boxes you want to have some decorated. You can leave, did I leave any? Oh yeah, you could leave off a seed or two if you wish. You could leave off all of them if you would like. You could leave off all of the boxes if you would like. And that's what's neat about Tedra's sample is she does, you know, a nice combination. The challenge that I found with it was that there's so many different ways that you can play with it. It was like, okay, I need to organize my thoughts. And so then in the evening session, I organized just a little bit my thoughts. And this time I have like, let's go a little bigger. This was a 9 square. Obviously this is a 4 square. And I did, let's see what I do. I set up the boxes first. I was like, okay, let me decide. Which boxes do I want? Where do I want to, you know, leave it off and on? And then it's like, okay, that's set. Then I went to the seeds and then decided, well, where do I want to have seeds? Where do I want to not have seeds? And then did the rounding and, you know, contemplated, well, now how do I want to decorate these? So that was my thought process, you know, in having fun with it. But so many ways to, like I said, to have fun and decorate. And then of course I had to add some ruffles, and I will be adding some to those sides too. But just a heck of a lot of fun, this tangle that Tedra created. So if you enjoyed it, and I hope you did, please click the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to see playlists, I have a lot of videos, and I do attempt to put them into playlists. And so if you click on my name or my picture, that will take you to the channel, I guess, homepage. And there you can see all of that. I've already mentioned the description section. Lots of resources there, as I have already mentioned, so I don't need to mention them again. Feel free to also leave comments, share this, and things like that. So what a neat tangle. It was such a fun day. Come and join us sometime if you'd like to have fun. This is what we do. We pick a tangle and have fun with it. There's, you know, it's whatever you want to do with it. It's just a heck of a lot of fun. So come and join us. And with that, thanks again so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.